Hello, Coach Concita from ConcitaThomas.com, coming to you to talk to you all about what you must do if you really want to achieve your goal. Now, this can be applied to anything, to weight loss, to business, to career, to life. But because I'm a food and fitness strategist, I'm going to come to you from the angle of weight loss. But feel free to apply this message everywhere because the parallels are ridiculous. So there are 3 D's to goal attainment. And what I want to say first is that this stuff only works if you really want to achieve your goal. So this can't be something that it would be nice to have, that, you saw that someone else had and it would be cool. You've seen it in a magazine and it seems like it would be nice. No, this has to be something that you absolutely want. It has to be a want, not a would be nice, in order for this stuff to work. And when I get into the 3 Ds, you'll see exactly why I'm saying that. So the 3 Ds of goal attainment are decide, do, and dig. You have to decide, do, and dig in order to achieve your goal if you really want to achieve it. So let's go ahead and talk about the first D, which is to decide. Listen, this is so simple, but so often overlooked. Deciding to go after a goal, deciding to get a goal, to achieve a goal is the first step, and it's so often skipped. And the reason why is because a lot of times we don't really understand what it means to decide. Here's an example. You cannot decide that you're going to lose, 10 pounds in the next 2 months if you have no idea what that's going to take. It's not a decision, because if you learn what it takes and there's something in that what it takes that you're not willing to do, the decision is null and void. So there's a little bit of research that has to happen before you decide. If you're not willing to put yourself on the hook, if you're not willing to tell anyone, especially people that have resources that can help you reach the goal, I submit to you that you haven't really decided. If you are not willing to commit, meaning you want to hit this goal, if everything goes smoothly, if there are not too many bumps or obstacles, or if it's not too inconvenient, that's not a decision either. To decide means to commit and to absolutely wholeheartedly put yourself on the hook. That's what a true decision looks like, and that's what's required in order to hit your goal. And I can give you an example. So long ago, I decided that I was going to compete in fitness competitions. And unfortunately, I hadn't done enough due diligence, but it was a firm decision. And along the way, things got more complicated and more inconvenient, but I really did make that decision, and I stuck it through to the very end until I was up on stage in front of a bunch of strangers in a bikini and some clear heels, because I made a decision, I was committed, I had a coach, I told people, people knew, there was a date. It was a firm decision. Fast forward, there was a time where I decided that I was going to be a size 8 within a certain amount of months, right? Well, I did. It was a would be nice. Let's just be honest. It was a would be nice. I had told some people, I put myself on the hook for it. I told people, but the truth was I wasn't completely committed. There were other things that came up that I allowed to take priority over that decision because I wasn't as committed as I needed to be to really want to and to see that goal through to the end, okay? So hopefully that example gives you an idea of what it means to really decide. It's a commitment. It means you are going to do it, okay? So after you decide, the next step is number 2, which is to do. And doing is so tricky because a lot of us believe that our planning is doing, right? We believe that our planning is doing, and our planning is not doing. It is just planning. And so many of us get stuck in the planning stage. The only way to know if a plan works is to put action behind it. And that's why the second D is to do. And doing doesn't just mean busy work. Doing doesn't mean just making yourself tired. Doing means taking intentional, specific action as has been defined on your plan, right? Specific intentional action as has been defined by your plan. So if you've decided that you're going to drop 2 dress sizes and you're going to do it before a certain event that's 2 to 3 months from now, right? And you've come up with the plan, and it's going to require you to move every day, and some days it's going to be high intensity training, and it's going to require you to eat well, and you're going to need to get enough protein and veggies and water. The doing is, planning out your meals. The doing is grocery shopping. The doing is showing up to your sweat sessions and doing that work. That's the doing. Doing is not reading a bunch of blog articles about weight loss. Doing is not reading about a bunch of different workouts in your favorite fitness magazine. That's busy work, okay? That is not doing. So after you decide, the next step is to do, and to keep doing, and to keep doing, and to keep doing, okay? After you have done the decide, the do, it's time to dig. And I'll just be honest and tell you that this is where we lose a lot of people. If I'm being honest, this is where we've lost me before, okay? Because a lot of us believe that trying harder is a strategy. So if you're doing and it's not working, then you just double down on your efforts and you try hard. And we pride ourselves on being hard workers. We pride ourselves on trying hard, and yet we're not achieving our goals. The reason why is because there's a huge difference between trying harder and digging. More action that's not working will not give you better results. To dig means to track, tweak, and keep swinging. I'm going to say it again. You track, you tweak, and you keep swinging. Here's what that means. You track your actions. Yeah, your actions, not just the outcomes. You track your actions and you track the outcomes. If the actions are not the actions that you planned, if you're falling short, that's what you fix. That's what you fix first. You don't get a new plan if you're not working the current plan. If you're not taking the actions, then what you need is fresh strategy around how to take the action. Prime example, one of the things that almost every client that I work with, I believe there's been one client out of hundreds that I've worked with that did not need to optimize their protein intake. So if they're not losing weight and they're not optimizing their protein intake, we don't come up with a new action. We come up with new strategy around how to take that action. Do you not enjoy meat? Can we try Greek yogurt? Does your protein shake give you gas? Can we try this one? Can we try chicken since you don't like fish? Okay, so you track the actions. If the actions are off, you get new strategy. You also track the outcomes. And let me just tell you, if the outcomes are off, but the actions are also off, you fix the actions first. You cannot expect outcomes without actions, okay? New strategy or fresh strategy is what helps you take action. If the actions are in place, but the outcomes are not right, that's when you tweak, okay? You tweak the plan. You tweak which actions that you are taking, and you keep swinging. All the while you keep swinging. All the while you don't stop to feel sorry for yourself. Maybe you pause for the cause, right? But you don't get stuck feeling sorry for yourself. You don't allow negative self-talk to creep in. You don't allow, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this wasn't going to work. It never works for me. Why does it work for her? Listen, that is the opposite of digging. You get your moment. You get your moment to lament the fact that it's not working out perfectly. But listen, it's not going to. Expect bumps, expect bruises, expect setbacks, expect missteps, and just understand that that's coming. And that if you commit to that third D, if you commit to digging, to track, to tweak, keep swinging, track, tweak, keep swinging, get scrappy, be willing to fight for this goal that you say you really, really, really want, and you absolutely will achieve it. That's it. That's the 3 Ds of goal attainment. That's what you absolutely must do when you really want to achieve your goal. You've got to decide, you've got to do, and then finally you have got to dig. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching.